What's good, y'all? There's a lot of pressure on this one. This is going to be the first episode to this podcast series that I want to do. Alright? Now, this is not going to have many edits. Might have some cuts. But other than that, it's just going to be me, you, talking, getting to know me, getting to know you. And probably gonna have a few guests on here as we go on. This is gonna be that podcast episode that hopefully, like years from now, I actually do make it somewhere and everyone just goes back in the playlist and they run it back and then they go back to the first episode and then they just hear me right now. Which is why I say there's a lot of pressure on this one. But that's assuming a lot. That's assuming I do make it somewhere. Keeping that positive attitude. So we are here. Now, not exactly sure what I'm gonna call this podcast as of yet. If anything, I'll probably figure it out before I upload, and it'll be in the title, obviously. So whatever you see is probably the name I chose and what I'm gonna go on with in the future. So I did start this new channel as King Fu. Alright, a little bit about me. You know, this is actually not my first channel. I've actually had, I think like about 2 channels, 2 or 3. Let me see. Let me think. No, I had the first one like middle school. That was called Almighty Gamer, and Almighty was spelt wrong. It was spelled with 1 L. All right, and then we got to Unruled Renji because I thought it was cool, and then we had Weeby Creamy. Man, Weeby Creamy, man. And then it led to this one, King Fu. I wanted a new start from that Weeby Creamy because Weeby Creamy had a somewhat good start. I had some good views. It's still up, like all the videos and stuff like that, but I wanted a new start because I have a whole brand new setup and things are just a lot grander now. And what better way than just start off fresh, man. That's kind of what I wanted. I wanted the new content that I have on my channel to portray that new fresh start with just the highest quality I could possibly attempt to give. As over time I get better and just provide better content. But speaking of YouTube names, I actually almost named this channel King Renji as a kind of throwback to my old channel Unruled Renji, and I thought it kind of sounded cool. I knew I wanted King in the name. I just love the way that shit is. Like, y'all know the T-Pain song? Probably not, because it's very low key. But it's The King by T-Pain. And then there's a line in there. It was like, they call me the king. And then I was just like, that stuck with me, man. I'm like, that's cold. In the streets, they call you the king? Nah, man. That's me right there. So I wanted that to be in the name. And then I just stopped from there. I was just like, King. King what? Like King Renji? King, and then for some reason I thought Kung Fu, and then I was just like King Fu. Yep, that's what it's gonna be right there, King Fu. Not gonna lie though, it was a little bit of a toss up. I didn't know whether to go with King Fu or King Renji, but I went with King Fu. It was simpler, faster to say. Just went with it. So I don't really have any topics in mind. For it, I just wanted to start this off and just have a one-on-one. So, like I said, I do plan on having some guests in the future. I have one specific individual in mind off rip to bring in here. My homeboy, who's going to start his channel soon. Shout out to him. I will call him by his name, but he don't even got a channel right now. So, I'll give that motherfucker a shout out once he makes his channel. Alright, the shout out with my 1 subscriber right now. Yes, sir. But man, dude, life. We just had a hurricane. Yeah, a hurricane that actually didn't end up being too bad. Apparently, because I live in Florida, kind of like the Apollo Beach area, a little bit Brandon. But I be saying Tampa, man. I'm always a Tampa dude, bro. Let me not say I grew up. I grew up. I was in Tampa pretty much my whole life up until I want to say a few years ago. A few years ago, we moved over here to Apollo Beach, but I have a car now, and I just be driving all the way over there to see all the homies, and my girlfriend's over there too. So it is what it is. It's a shame that once I get my car and I actually do want to hang out with everybody, then that's when we move so far away, and I have to drive an hour every single time, and it's always me that's driving, man. Like nobody kind of meets in the middle with me, and then sometimes comes over to like see me. It's always me going over to see them, because at the same time I do gotta be self-aware sometimes, where like let's say I'm hanging out with like a whole bunch of homies. Damn, I don't know, let's say I'm hanging out with a group of homies and there's like 5 individuals, right? What's the point of 5 individuals going out of their way to like drive an hour to go see me, when instead of 5 people going through the trouble, it could just be one person, and that's me. Sometimes I'd be having to bite the bullet, so that's why I never say anything. It is just the easiest thing for everybody. My parents be getting kind of pissed. I'm the one that always goes down and does shit or whatever. Nobody comes over to like see me. But when you look at it like how I put it, it just wouldn't make sense for them to be the ones to come over to see me. But man, Apollo Beach, brother, like it is pretty kind of boring over here, man. Recently, they've been starting to build a lot of new stuff. I got Publix next to me, so it ain't too bad. They're starting to build some things, man, some food. They got my favorite gas station. They got 7-Eleven next to the Publix that they built in like one fucking day. I don't know how, bro. Construction, man, dude, they literally finish things that they want to finish. Cause that Publix was built in less than a week, brother. In less than a week, that whole plaza was pretty much done. And then in like 3 days, they had that 7-Eleven. So I have no idea what is taking so long for construction on the roads. Bro, the roads here are terrible, dude. When I moved here, when I was like 5.5, dude, the same roads are still being under construction now than was back then. Like, bro, nothing changes. They do not care. I don't know what it is. They gotta get, bro, that energy that they be bringing into like building all this new stuff to make areas look better. They need to put that onto the roads, because all it does is slow everybody down. It's annoying. That's just how I feel about that. Now, I am currently a dishwasher. I drive all the way downtown. Shout out currently the True Food Kitchen. Yes, sir. All right, I'm a dishwasher, but it's hard work and they be fucking you over sometimes, but it is what it is. It's the best paying job that I could kind of get right now. It's a pain in the ass. Like, it feels like every fucking day, pretty much every day I am actually driving at least an hour, either to go to work, see my girlfriend, see friends, all of the above. It's exhausting, but honestly, I've gotten to the point where I've gotten used to it, so I don't even see it as that long of a drive. It's crazy how little I think about how far it is now. Sometimes I sit down and I realize I'm just like, damn, dude, I use way too much gas, which I do. I have to go to the gas station like every 2 days, fill up that expensive ass tank, brother. Like, and also the gas prices are going up again for no reason, brother. It was starting to look good, and actually, I don't know if y'all know, but I read this article, right? And apparently, like, these world leaders or whatever the fuck had like a conference, right? Where they control like about like 90%, maybe a little bit more. I think for some reason the number in my head is like 94%, where they're controlling like a percentage of the gas in the world. And they decided that because gas prices were going down and they were making less money, then they're gonna hold out on, I think, 2 million gallons. Dude, I read it a little bit ago, but I think it was like they're gonna hold back 2 million gallons of gas every single day so that the gas price could go back up and they can make more money, which is fucked up, brother. So that's probably why the gas prices is slowly going up again. But honestly, actually, the last few days has been kind of steady. It went up, but then it stayed steady at where it's at right now. It's like around like, I think $33. But that's honestly low-key garbage. But I want to go back to, dude, when I first got my car, I only had to pay like $25 for gas. You know how much of a privilege that was, and I didn't even know it. I wouldn't even worry about gas. I wouldn't even be thinking about it. I'd be like, all right, just quick little $25, head out. I'm good. But now, bro, dude, I pay like $45. I'm just like, man, that's like half a fucking work day. that shit ridiculous. And the highest I paid was like $60. I'm like, dude, no way, man. That's a full brand new pre-order video game. It's annoying, but it is what it is. I was mentioning about that hurricane because I am in Florida. Hurricane Ian, I'm pretty sure it was called. I don't give a fuck. I don't be giving a fuck. So I'm pretty sure it was Hurricane Ian. It honestly wasn't bad at all. It was supposed to go like directly towards where I was, but man, you know how the new people that aren't used to Florida be, bro, they be stocking up on things. You can't be buying no toilet paper or nothing. The water be gone, and the people that are actual like true Floridians, pretty much, you know who the true Floridians are. The Floridians, man, we be not giving a fuck until like 5 hours beforehand, because exactly what happened is why we wait till last minute. Now what happened was the hurricane was supposed to go directly above us, exactly where I am right now, and it moved over right now. So I'm on like the outer cusp of it, so it was supposed to be bad, but in reality, tell me why my girlfriend lost power and I didn't, and I was closer to the hurricane. So it should be like that, man. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy how I really have what I need to do the YouTube videos and the content that I want to do. Now, I was over here dishwashing and shit like that, and I am actually gonna go back to school in January, hopefully, from the looks of it. I'm gonna get into business. Look, I don't want to work for nobody. That's why I'm going into business. I do have big goals in mind. I have a lot. Look, you see, I have a lot of routes in mind. It just completely depends on if plan A fails, I have plan B. Or if plan B fails, I have plan C. Or if plan A like makes it, right? Then down the line, maybe I can't do plan B, but I can do plan C. So I try to revolve everything that I'm gonna do and that I plan to do like all in kind of like one circle. Just not too far away from each other, but like enough for me to just like be able to grasp the other if just one doesn't make it. Or if one makes it and I want to make the other one, then I could just grasp it. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, am I making sense? But I might be talking bullshit. I don't know. But we are here, man. And honestly, I said this in my very first video, but I have a lot of content in mind. As y'all probably know, at this point, most likely I've uploaded Overwatch content, which actually wasn't planned. It's just Overwatch 2 came at the perfect time, man. I did not plan to do no Overwatch content. I wasn't even thinking about Overwatch. Completely forgot about Overwatch 2, and then just dropped. And I was like, holy shit, that was my game. So, Overwatch 2, the Soul series, obviously I'm starting this podcast. Let's see, what else? Actually, I think when I upload this podcast, it's just gonna be those two things. It's gonna be the Overwatch and the Dark Souls. There's not any other content for now, but I have a lot in store, so y'all don't got a single thing to worry about, man. I got a lot of journeys to go through, man. The Soul series, and I got a whole nother series that I want to start from the very first game, which is extremely old. Y'all will know what I'm talking about when y'all see it. It's just a lot, but it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work, but I'm willing to put in the work. It's just editing sometimes, man. That's a pain in the ass, man. Bro, it's embarrassing as hell, bro. But my first video, that was like 2 minutes. Those 2 minutes, this makes absolutely no sense. And I know that those, like, I guess if like a YouTuber that actually knows what he's doing is watching this right now, they're gonna laugh. But those 2 minutes editing took me 4 hours. I'm not bullshitting. 4 hours. 4 fucking hours. And when I finished it, I sat down and I thought to myself, I was like, that really took that long. Is this what the future is in store for me? I had fun making the video, and I had fun editing the video. There's a part of editing that actually I hate, and it's so boring. and literally it makes my spine tingle of just how cringe I feel for some reason just editing. And it's the part where I just have to cut out all the dead parts, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be cutting down the video because usually I have like an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hour recording session, and then I cut it down as much as I can, so it could be like from 10 to 20 minutes. I try my best to have like the 20 minutes max, because I don't want the video to be longer than 20 minutes, but sometimes it'd be a little over like 21 minutes or so, and I think that's fine. But cutting down the video, dude, I realized for some reason that takes the longest. Like, the actual like inputting the effects and all that shit, like all the edits, that's fun as hell. Just cutting down the parts of what's gonna be the base video is a pain in the ass. But that's me. I don't know if anybody else has that problem. We already in this bitch. It's been 18 minutes. That's not bad. We got some time. So I want to know if there's any specific content that y'all want to see from me. Maybe leave it down in the comments, because I actually would probably take it into consideration. Because as much as I have like plenty of content planned, let's say y'all want to watch something that I already planned to like record, but I was gonna do it way down the line. Maybe I'll bring it in sooner than later, because I have an entire fucking list, pretty much a year plan, brother, pretty much a year plan. But I just need to keep the grind going, bro. But it's just been mad busy. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of just stacking a whole bunch of videos before I even upload. Like, I've created my channel, I haven't uploaded anything at all as of this point, which is crazy, because I don't know when y'all gonna see this podcast. Y'all might see it after I already have a few uploads. Like, my very first video, I think I say in the video like October, like, I don't know, early October as a date. But then I realized that when I upload it, it's gonna be like way later. So maybe like towards the end of October, because right now it's October 25th. I have no idea when y'all gonna see this. Y'all might see this November, so I'm not exactly sure. But I'm just stacking up on a whole bunch of videos so that when I do decide to finally upload, I could just boom, 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 like put like 2 videos a day. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on. And I'm kind of figuring it out, like how I want to do it. I think I realized today, because I did some recording sessions today, that I think I want to spend a day of just like being able to play and just record, like just record and play, and then have a different day to just sit down and like do all the cutting and editing and stuff like that. That might take a little bit longer than a day, depending on how much content I have. It might be like 2 days, but I think that's what I want to do, because if I just do a gameplay and then I edit a video, then at like every single time that I do a gameplay, dude, I'm gonna hate myself a little bit because of that cutting part, man. Dude, that should be getting to me, brother. That should be getting to me. I be wanting to take breaks from editing. I just be wanting to play sometimes, okay? I just want to play and record, and in the dream world, all that editing that I have in my mind is done. But since it's not, I gotta do that, because I ain't gonna be slacking. I ain't gonna put up half-ass content. I'm gonna take my time with it. See, I realized, because there was one video that I was editing that, dude, there was a lot of fuck-ups. So it was over 2 hours of content that I cut down to, I want to say like 20 minutes. And when I did that, bro, I realized that I was starting to feel like I was about to half-ass like some edits just to finish the video. And then I took a step back and I was like, okay, that's enough editing, because if I really continue and I finish this video with the half-ass that I'm doing right now, I'm not gonna be happy with it. I want to be like happy with that content, like how I edited some of my other videos. I'm happy with it for me just starting off. So I just took a break, and then the next day I finished it like exactly how I wanted. Perfect editing, my opinion, and just went from there. So I realized just like the yin and yang of like the actual gameplay portion versus the actual editing portion. It's a balance that you just gotta figure out, and I didn't realize it was gonna be like that, because most people starting off probably would upload their gameplay, like cut out, like just do the cutting part, not really many that edits at all, and then just upload the video. But with me, I wanted to upload content that I would watch. So if I press that upload button, I want y'all to know that it's because I'm truly happy with that video. I'm not gonna upload anything that I think is half-assed. I'd rather, dude, if I started a game and then like I played for about an hour and a half and it was ass, like, or at least like I would think the quality is ass, I wasn't talking enough, I wasn't being funny, like there's not much that I could edit to make it any better, bro. Honestly, I'm just starting a new game and starting over and telling y'all in the beginning of the video that I fucked up, we just gonna try again. Because I do really like genuine reactions. So I don't want to fake nothing. Like if I have already played something, like, because being real with y'all, this is something that I also thought about before I even made the channel. Now, a lot of people play games for the first time on the channel, but they don't really play for the first time, and they just trying to act like how they did when they played a game for the first time. And I was gonna do that. I was gonna do that with the Danganronpa series, and I was gonna do that with the Persona series. Oh well, I say Persona series, but I only played Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royale. Now I know that the other Persona games are gonna be coming out on everything, other than PlayStation. Man, fuck you, Atlas, for putting it up on fucking Xbox. Who the fuck be on Xbox? Who the fuck uses Xbox? It's fucking 2022. Who the fuck is using Xbox? Anyways, that's some bullshit right there. But at least I got a PC now. I can play when that shit comes out. I'll be able to play Persona 3 for the first time. I'll be able to play Persona 4 for the first time. And that's going to be something that I do want to play on the channel. And I'm probably going to play Persona 5 also, like replay it for myself, but play it for the first time with y'all. And there's a lot of things, like I'm going to let y'all know. For those that don't watch this podcast, like when I do record that Persona 5, I'm gonna let y'all know that I've already played Persona 5. I'm the type of person to where certain things happen and I genuinely be surprised, or slash I don't remember what happened. So like when something else happens, then I just be like, what the fuck? I don't remember this. That's lit. So if it's something I genuinely don't remember, then look, point blank period, how I react to y'all is how I'm gonna be truly feeling. I don't want to fake shit. That just feels fake as fuck. It's gonna be cringe as hell, me editing the video, me knowing I'm capping. It's just not good all around. So I don't support that at all. Same with if I ever was to do a reaction video. Now, that's probably lit. I love the idea of a reaction video, but I have to see how all that copyright shit works. So I'm not trying to fuck that up right away. I know that reactions are popular because in my Weeby Creamy fucking channel, then I uploaded a recording when they announced Neo for Blaze Blue Cross Type Battle. I love that fighting game. That was my favorite fighting game. Is it still my favorite fighting game? I don't know. It's either that or Tekken 7. Because Tekken, bro, I was Jesus in Tekken, brother. I was so good. With my main character Jin, I just what was I saying? Also reaction videos. So we just gotta see how that goes. I don't know what I would react to, but probably just like small little viral videos or whatever that I haven't seen yet, or I don't know. But just I just gotta see. On another note, right now I'm actually 20 years old. I will be 21 July 23rd, which is insane. I graduated 2020. Yep, I was that class. I was that class that got denied, got rejected, got deprived of prom, of grad bash. Hell, I only went to one homecoming all freshman, not freshman, all high school, which fucking sucks. I don't know if that makes us garbage or if that makes us the main characters. 2020, brother, with all that COVID shit, dude, that was a weird year, cause it sucked, and then it didn't suck. I was very happy, and then at like the very end of 2020, like, bro, 2020 was crazy, dude. My life was like this. Like, let's say like this is the bottom, like the lowest you could humanly possibly be in life. I should do that here. This is the bottom right here. Okay, so let's say when 2020 started, I was like, and just for reference, let's say the top of my head is like the peak where you could be. Okay, so I was pretty here. I was right in the middle. Now, let's say mid 2020, I was here. Dude, I was the happiest I had ever been in my life, man. I was so happy. And then like December time, dude. That's what rock bottom right there. December time, that's when that happened. All right, beginning of 2021, it was like right there. All right, and then by the time it was like June, July, brother, this is rock bottom. I was here. It was bad. But shit, if this is rock bottom and this is peak where I'm at right now, honestly, it's like right there. I'm not at peak, but I'm right there. Everything's good, brother. See, everything in this world that will get you down and like just try you in the most insane ways, when life just fucks you, it's crazy how if you really just give it time, it'll get better. Like, it's ridiculous. Life actually does get better. But that's a whole other topic. That whole thing, man, is probably a separate video. Some story time shit actually. Now, I don't know if I would do that type of content with story times, but maybe I would. I don't know. I just gotta give it some time, cause I do got hella stories. I have hella stories, but I just don't know if I really want to share them exactly. I don't know. I gotta give it time. Now, at this point, I don't know if I've already done it in past videos. Probably not. I don't believe. But I'm a huge fan of T-Pain. I'm his #1 fan. He is my favorite artist. I grew up on him, brother. I grew up on him. And his music is probably going to be in the background of a lot of my videos. And I have some future content in mind to where I know that his music is going to appear in it. Now, as for copyright, there's a lot of his songs that are so low-key and unknown that I truly believe I'd be fine with the copyright shit. I don't know, I'd figure it out, but his music is goated. You know, it's crazy to think, just like back to that COVID shit and what was lost in the high school, like senior year. I really never got a prom, like for real. I never got a grad bash. Like sometimes I think about that and I actually genuinely get sad. That's like something big. Like, dude, I didn't care about homecoming, but I cared about going to prom. I did want that so badly, and it just ain't work out. But whatever, like God knows what it is. If it didn't work out, it was probably for a reason. So who knows? Maybe we are the main characters. Class of 2020, we're different. Dude, I was pissed, man, cause I thought class of 2021, bro. I don't know. I think they got prom. That's what's crazy. I think class of 2021 got prom. I'm pretty sure they did. It was only 2020. Only 2020. Which breaks my fucking heart. But it is what it is. That was years ago. And even though I'm not over it, I'm over it. Now, I'm someone that loves anime and manga a lot. I'm the nerd, brother. I am the nerd. Like, bruh. Like, I love superheroes. I like DC over Marvel all day, by the way, 100% of the time. Not even funny. The only thing Marvel has over DC is Spider-Man. I love, but Spider-Man is such a DC ass hero. I swear, like, he should be in the DC. It doesn't make sense. Like, Spider-Man, to me, personally, doesn't fit in Marvel. Like, Marvel just seems so... Marvel seems a lot more serious, I guess you could say, than DC. And for a goofy-ass, like, literal main character type hero that Spider-Man is, then I feel like he just fits more in DC. Like, that always felt so wrong to me. Like, I see Spider-Man fighting alongside Batman and Green Lantern and the Flash. I don't see him standing next to fucking Thor, Iron Man. Like, it's weird. That's always been weird to me. And also, I'm kind of hurt because I wish I wish Spider-Man was in DC so that Venom and Carnage could also be in DC and all like the Venomverse shit. And I've always wanted to see a Venomized Batman. You know how lit that would be? You know how lit that would be? The closest thing that I could maybe compare it to is the one time when I'm pretty sure Batman was one of them Black Lanterns because he was dead, I think, or something like that. Black Lantern, I don't know if it's both. I might be mixing two completely different things up, but like he was a Black Lantern and I think either a Green Lantern or White Lantern. I know that he was one of the Lanterns. That's what I'm saying. That was sick as fuck. So that right there is just insane. But back to what I was saying, man. I'm an extreme fucking nerd. Y'all should see my setup like right above, like, cause I got like this little tray thing. So it's like this, and then it's my PC right here. And then it's like a little stand that's holding the PC. And then it's like the desk underneath. Like, that's the setup. One day y'all see it. Y'all will see it one day. But up here, I just got like games. I got some Yu-Gi-Oh cards over there. Like in the box, I got the Ghost from the Past box just there as a decoration. I got the Persona 5 Royale. What is that? Like the Phantom Thieves edition right there. The big old box thing with the Phantom Thieves mask. I got some Pokemon cards over there, a little mini arcade game, and I got hella manga. Y'all can't see, I don't know why I'm pointing, but I got a whole bookshelf filled with manga, and I know y'all can see this right here. This black thing right here is also a bookshelf where if you was to just go around, filled with manga as well, and I'm continuing to collect. I just love that shit. The greatest manga, by the way, that I've ever read is Tokyo Ghoul. I'm gonna have a whole video on Tokyo Ghoul in the future. Once I want to make sure that it's edited very well, so it's probably gonna be not anytime soon. It's probably gonna be months from now when I actually get a grasp of like how to edit and things like that, because I want it to be top quality. I want to give Tokyo Ghoul that respect that it deserves, because right now I'm self-aware that I'm not worthy to make a video on Tokyo Ghoul. Same with other things, man. There's quite a few things that I'm holding back on because I'm self-aware that I'm not on par to where I want to be in terms of editing. Like I have a lot of practicing to do, which is why I'm doing the series that I'm doing in the beginning, just to kind of like not even get that rust, because I was never that guy. Like just to kind of like phase up, pussy. Like that's what I'm getting, man. I just need to phase up. So phase. Speaking of phase, I listened to Mom's Basement. I love that podcast, man. Keemstar and Banks, dude. A lot of people be hating on Keemstar, but like when you actually go into it, he's actually a cool ass dude. For real, like he actually is there for his homies and he checks up. And there's this whole drama. Oh man, this is a whole other thing. Dude, do I even really want to get into it? You know what? Yes, I am. I'm gonna get into it. Because people be so miseducated. This is gonna be the first podcast I'm already gonna have motherfuckers hating me. But the people that really believe, because this is gonna get real serious for a second. Like we're gonna get real serious. Because it's a serious topic that it still stings in the heart of the community, and it stings my heart every single time I think about it. Every time I see it, it completely hurts and melts me. The whole situation with Attica, that motherfucker was a goat. He wasn't even a goat. He was a dinosaur. He was a dinosaur, brother. He was peak. Hilarious, man. I would watch all his streams, dude. I would watch all his streams. I loved him. Dude, Etika was that guy. Like, I would be texting my homies like, yo, you watching this Etika stream right now? And they'd be like, yeah, man, this dude's ridiculous. Like, in the little clips and the memes of Etika, like, bro, everyone knows who Etika is. Everyone knows who Etika is. And if you don't know who Etika is, you know who Etika is. You've seen him. You might not know who he is, but you've seen him. You've seen memes. You've heard sounds on TikTok. You know who Etika is. He is GOAT. Rest in peace to the GOAT. Alright? There won't be a content creator like him. And that's real. That's real, man. Like, it really hurts. I remember that morning when I went onto Twitter and we saw the news. That was painful. That was painful. I woke up my sister crying. I woke up my little sister crying. Broke my fucking heart, dude. Especially because all the context, bro, it's fresh in my head. It is fresh in my head. Like some community trauma. Like, I know it's in y'all heads too. That community trauma of that whole situation of just what we all could have done better. What we could have done to avoid this. His death, man. His death, brother. Etika was a fine dude, man. It's just ridiculous. Just all that buildup leading up to us finding out that he actually did it. He actually did it. So many times of him saying that he was gonna do it, and then people clowning on him because, like, he would always just, I do it for the attention, people would say. My boy needed help. The whole time my boy just needed help. He needed someone there. Like, he needed to be checked out, like, mentally. Like, he had problems, just like so many of us. And he had a lot of pressure put onto him. And like, I know y'all remember the clown emojis. Y'all remember the clown emojis under his comments, under his videos, like, all the time, bro. He would disappear and people would be like, oh, did he do it? And then he would come back and then people would put in clown emojis as if he was, dude, that hurts, man. That hurts. So the people that would send him hate, the people that would give him those clown emojis, like, call him a fool, you just know that their hearts just, and a lot of people actually just joined the bandwagon of just putting down, like, clown emojis and, like, making fun of him for the meme. Some of them weren't even serious. Like, they were just joking around. They were just trying to join the bandwagon. But even still, imagine the guilt. Imagine the guilt that they felt that morning when they got the news. When that video leaked of his piece of hair in the water, where you saw his head floating. Imagine that guilt, man, that they gotta live with, because all they feel is that they were part of the problem. They were the people, regardless of if it was a joke or not, it got to him. That final video that he left us, you could see in his eyes that he was done. And I was one of the people that didn't believe it, because he had done shit like that before. I didn't believe it. I saw the look in his eyes and I saw that it was different, but I didn't believe it, because I was like, I felt like he was just a dude with problems. Like, at least in that current moment, he needed help. I believed that. But I didn't think he was, like, for real, like, to that end. When he started talking about, like, he won't get to finish Attack on Titan, I was like, I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, dude, wait, like, why is he, like, is it really it this time? Like, but I was just like, no, No, he's gonna disappear and then he's gonna come back. That morning, where I got the news, just everything just flashed in my head, bro. All his videos, all his streams, everything just flooded into me. And I know that I wasn't the only one. The internet stood still. Like, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. Like, I feel it like coming up as if I'm about to tear up or something. The internet was dead, man. We died that day. Collectively, man. He was trending all day. So many people, so many companies, like, giving their respects. The Smash community, all that, man. All of that, man. What's that one dude from Street Fighter with the whole bunch of hair, like gone, like adult gone from what, Hunter x Hunter? The people in Japan would call him by that one Street Fighter with the green shirt. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That had his hair. They would call him that as a nickname. They gave him respects. But that being said, the biggest misconception is that the reason he ended it was because of Keemstar. That's not true. That is not true at all, man. And I 1000% support Keemstar in every single one of his points, because I've watched all of Keemstar's videos. I read everything that was going on in social media, and I watched everything that had to do with Etika. If you are someone that took in everyone's content in that situation, you would know that it was not Keemstar's fault. They were talking before that drama alert. Well, first of all, even before that, it was Etika's dream to be on drama alert. His family stated it after the fact, and his girlfriend / ex-girlfriend also stated it as well. Keemstar as well, and he was in the situation. The only person that couldn't confirm is Etika himself. But how are you going to? You just gotta take the word of his family, his girlfriend, and the person that he was talking to. One of the last people that he was talking to. It was his dream to be on drama alert. That was what he wanted. And they were talking just fine before they recorded that drama alert. Keemstar would check up on Etika all the time. He would ask if he's okay. He asked if he needed help. Like, he was there for Etika. And Etika convinced him that he was playing a character. Because the moment that they recorded that drama alert, that is still up, to respect Etika's wishes. Alright? Let me not say to respect Etika's wishes, but to just, in respect to Etika wanting to always be on drama alert, he wanted to keep that drama alert up. So that drama alert right there, the moment they recorded, he just flipped the switch. He was a different dude. He was that crazy Etika that we saw in that drama alert. But before that, before they turned on the cameras, he was talking to Etika like a completely normal person. How are you supposed to know that he is not acting when behind cameras, you're constantly asking the dude if he's fine? You're trying to be there for him. You're trying to see if he needs help. And the moment the cameras are on, you just see them act different, and act crazy pretty much. And then when they tell you after the fact, right, when that drama alert is over, when they have another conversation and Etika convinces Keemstar that it's a character, what else are you gonna think? What else are you gonna think? Y'all are pushing Etika's death onto Keemstar like it really is his fault. Completely forgetting that Etika's own community failed him. To a degree, some of y'all are the reason Etika killed himself. Maybe you could say that Keemstar, maybe some things that Keemstar did, like, because Keemstar, there were some moments that Keemstar was commenting the same way that the fan base was with like the clown emojis and stuff like that. But this was not all on Keemstar, bruh. At all. Not even close. And I don't even want to say y'all because I was part of his community too. Now, I didn't clown him, but it was all of us. It was collectively all of us that led to his downfall. And we all just gotta accept responsibility instead of just having Keemstar represent the Jesus in this situation, and like we crucify him for all of the sins that the community put on. It is not like Keemstar, like everyone's just putting it on Keemstar so that they feel less guilty about the clownery that they would do towards Etika themselves. That is their excuse to cope and feel better. And you know what? If that's how you cope and shit like that, that's fine. But the reality is, Keemstar is a person too. You think that he doesn't live with that every single day of his life? Keemstar makes some mistakes. Like, no, not even some. He makes a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes. I can understand why a lot of people don't like him. I can understand it. Hell, when he dated that 19-year-old girl, that was weird as fuck. That was weird. I like Keemstar, but that was weird as fuck. In that one Mother's Basement episode where he was just talking about, like, him and Banks was talking about, like, clapping cheeks and stuff like that. Well, the topic itself is fine, but 19-year-old, bro, you're an old man, dude. I have a very imaginative imagination. So when they say shit like that, right, a picture is being built in my brain and I'm imagining it, and I don't want to imagine that. The only Mother's Basement episode I low-key wanted to skip, but I didn't want to because I'm a completionist. I was just like, no way they're talking about this. But so I know that Keemstar makes mistakes. That's the point. But he's a person too, and we're literally having so many outsiders like just pin everything on Keemstar as if they know everything. As if it truly is Keemstar's fault. When who knows more than his own family, his girlfriend, and one of the last people that he talked to himself? Who knows more than them? And even if we didn't have that, if you was to just know Etika and his content, know Keemstar and his content, like actually watch them both and actually keep up with social media and keep up with his girlfriend's social media, and like if you was in that entire circle, which I was, if you was in that entire loop, you would know that it's not Keemstar's fault. And like the people really consider that canon. Like that's the head canon. Like majority of people believe it was Keemstar's fault. Y'all are wrong. Y'all are to blame. Y'all might not like that, but that's okay because that's the truth. Y'all are the ones that made him end it. And I was part of that community too. So y'all shed blood, we shed blood, man. It was us, not like it. You know, to be fair, Keemstar, he's in it too, I guess, cause like I said, he was a part of like that clownery shit that they was doing towards Etika, but his reasoning was like he was on the side of doing it for the memes. He wasn't like dead ass, which, like I said earlier, that's still an issue, cause at the end of the day, Etika's not gonna take it like that. He's gonna take it seriously, like all of them. Like, how's he gonna know that one of them is ironically doing it and one of them is unironically doing it? He wasn't supposed to know. But as for Keemstar himself, I'm pretty sure that motherfucker knew. All right, because after all that shit that Keemstar would like do with the clownery and shit like that, they still would talk and keep in contact and be cool. So in Etika's final video, it blows my mind how people just gloss over. Did people not watch his final video? Etika wished Keemstar well. He wished Keemstar well. So what are y'all doing, fans of Etika? He wished Keemstar well, and y'all are attacking Keemstar when he didn't blame Keemstar for anything. Nobody blamed, like, Keemstar wasn't even, like, y'all are the ones that blame Keemstar to cope with your own shit, to feel better about yourselves. That's the truth of it. Now, I miss Etika as much, maybe even more, than the next guy. But that shit right there is the hard cold truth that a lot of motherfuckers just need to hear, because not a single person is just telling the truth. A lot of people just don't know the situation. It's fucking annoying, dude. This is a dude's fucking death, a great fucking person's death, and these people really just false information and lying. It pisses me off. Fuck, I hate that shit, man. This one's not on Keemstar. He's made a lot of mistakes, but this one is not on Keemstar, bro. Shit. But that's that, man. Like, it's crazy how I went on to that whole topic when I was just trying to tell y'all that I liked Mom's Basement. I like Mom's Basement. I completely finished all of it, and I do gotta say I did like season 1 better because it had Clown and just the three of them, Keemstar, Clown, and Banks. The three of them just kind of, they work, bro. Like, whenever like two of them could be on one side, like Clown was always on the other side, or it would be like Banks and Clown against Keem, or just Keem and Clown against Banks. And then whenever they would have guests, bro, dude, that Mom's Basement episode of the season 1 where they had Mike on and they were just yelling and fighting, dude, I loved that shit, dude. I was delivering pizzas at that point. I was delivering pizzas for Pizza Hut. So I was doing that and just listening to podcasts, and that's how I grinded it out, dude. Like, it would take me about, let's say I was doing a delivery and then had to come back, like a single one. It would take me about like 25 minutes. All right. So 25 minutes, I'd be listening to the podcast, right? Get the next order, and then I'd leave, and then I'd do the same shit. I'd just be grinding through those episodes from day to night, bro. And that pizza delivery driving job was actually pretty lit, bro. But just my car would always smell like pizza, so I downloaded the DLC of Being Smart, and I lowered down like the windows a little bit so the air could go in and air could go back out, you know, to make it not smell, and that would work. That was honestly the only problem. Other than that, there were some sketchy places that I delivered pizza, but I don't know if I should save those for story times, to be honest. Probably. But yeah, some crazy ass shit, like in the middle of nowhere in the fucking woods one time. Not even one time, like a few times, to be honest. Different places. It's crazy. But man, shout out to fucking Pizza Hut. They just weren't paying me enough, dude. I was getting paid. The best day I got paid was Super Bowl. Being a pizza delivery driver on Super Bowl day, brother, you were getting cash. Bro, I got tipped in $100 bill. And $100, what's crazy is I got tipped in $100 bill in the most raggedy house. Like, and the dude barely spoke English. So I really believed there was a mistake going on. I was like, either this dollar is fake, either this dude is trying to get me to have change back. And I tried to tell him, I was like, when he handed me the $100 bill, I was like, bro, his order was like $15. When he handed me that $100 bill, I was just like, I don't have change for this. And he was just like, no, it's fine. It's fine. Like, he was Hispanic. And even though I know Spanish, like he clearly seemed like he was practicing his English, and I didn't want to be that guy to just talk Spanish to kind of like pretty much tell him that he was talking like shit in English. I didn't want to do that to him. I wanted him to practice that English like out of respect. So I talked to him in English, but he was pretty much saying that he didn't want no change back. So I took the $100 and I was just like, is this fake? Like what is, dude really just gave me $100 casually and he lives in this place? It was like some broken down ish house, like it was really small and like a ghetto area. I was like, oh, I'll take it, but I was very confused. Like I went back to the Pizza Hut, like did this dude just give us fake money? But no, it was real. Like it was real, man. Like just some crazy shit like that. Like Super Bowl, man. Super Bowl, I came back home with over $200 of tips, and I only had a 7-hour shift. Think about that. Think about that. I went home with over $200 cash. Never again though. Never again. Sometimes I'd go home with $50. $50. I think on a bad day. Let me think. On a bad day, to be honest, I think the lowest I've ever gotten, only one day, was like $35, which was, it was tragic, to be honest. It was very tragic. But on average, I want to say that it was like $80 in tip. So $80 plus my $4 an hour that I was doing, which was booty. Now I loved having cash because then I would just like save it, and just like have it be like that backup money. And then my friend, I know you watching this motherfucker, my homeboy, then he took that money to help me out, and ever since then I haven't recovered in cash in my little cash bag. But it is what it is, and that was only a job that gave me like all my money in cash. But yeah, like the rest of it, like the $4 an hour, just went into my bank account. But once I got this new job, I think after that I tried, where did I work? I think after that I actually did Cracker Barrel. I was Cracker Barrel, and then I hated it. I only worked for like 2 months, and then like that last month I literally only worked Fridays, and I still hated it. I worked Fridays like for only like 4 hours and hated it. I wanted to quit every day because I was in school. That's why I only worked the Fridays. But for a month, dude, I hated myself. I hated myself. Don't ever work at Cracker Barrel as a cook. Don't ever do that, man. It's the worst. Dude, oh my god, in that Easter, one time I came in like the morning of Easter, like after I went to church. That was the worst day. That's when I put in my 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure. That's when I put in my 2 weeks. And then after that, I left to go to an office job. And after that, I tried working in CVS, like their pharmacy. But then they really try to have me do like, I didn't know that I had to do a whole ass class, man. Like literally like school type class. Like they gave me online classes and I had to do all of them. That was whack. I was not trying to do all that. So, and even then, that's not even it, like, cause I did all of it, right? So I did all of it, and the manager literally wouldn't message me back. I'd be like, yo, I finished them after hours of doing this, and they just, nope, didn't hear from them. So I literally said, like, I wasted my time, dude. I was trying to like work there for 2 months. 2 months doing that work, and just, that manager just really wasn't doing her job correctly, dude. She didn't give a fuck. So after a bit, I was just like, I'm pretty sure I messaged her something like, man, I was kind of like rude a little bit, but it was well deserved. I was something like, you know what? I hope you treat the next person better type shit. Like, if you're a manager and you really want people to work there, then you should do better in your response. Or I don't know, I said some bullshit like that. Like, I let her know what's up, and then she apologized profusely after that, which I just left on red, and I just never showed up. And sometimes, for some reason, to this day, dude, that was at the start of this year, the start of 2022. I forgot what year it was for a second. That was, I want to say, January and February of 2022 were the 2 months I was trying to deal with that shit. And still today, sometimes I get messages, bro, they really message it. Like, they really messaged me like a few weeks ago, hey, how are you doing on those classes? Motherfucker, I quit. What do you mean? I quit. I've been having a new job for like months now. Like, and this is the highest paying job I've ever had. Getting paid pretty high. It's a nice little $18.50. That's dishwasher. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I do other shit though, and I work my ass off, but that's pretty good, bro. I go in there and work though. Like, I actually work my worth. Like, honestly, they need to give me a raise soon, to be honest, and it is about that time where I am supposed to get a raise. I am their best worker there. Not just saying that to bullshit. I actually am. Like, in terms of the dishwashers, I don't know about the other motherfuckers, but some of the other motherfuckers are lazy too. There's a lot of shit that dishwashers gotta do. It's crazy. We don't just dishwash, dude. We gotta throw out all the trash. We gotta go to a whole other building to take out trash. So we just be walking around with a dumpster outside, people just looking at us. And if we can't take it to the building, then we gotta go behind a whole other building, which I can't tell if it's even closer or further away, whatever. But if y'all ever in Florida, y'all could go to fucking True Food Kitchen. I'm probably not gonna be there at that point, to be honest. If y'all hearing about it from this video, I feel like y'all just probably like went back in the future once I actually was a little bit bigger and decided to listen to all the podcasts from episode 1. That's probably what y'all did. I probably am not working there no more. I don't know. But yeah, True Food Kitchen, downtown Tampa, midtown Tampa. That shit mid as fuck, bro. It's literally midtown. But shit, soon is gonna be like holiday time, man. It's gonna be Halloween coming up in a few days, then we're gonna have Thanksgiving, then it's gonna be Christmas, then it's gonna be Three Kings Day for me. Y'all already know, those who know. And it's just holiday after holiday, man. It's about that time. Like, I'm starting to get just a little bit happier. I'm starting to have like them scented candles, like scented candles like them girls be doing. But like, look, I don't blame them, because my girlfriend put me on candles, and they smell mad good, bro. Like, it really be a vibe. Like, I could really decide what the vibe of my room is. Like, it could smell like what even is it? Like, I could look at it. Hold on. Like, look, I got like a warm tobacco. I got a warm tobacco, and then recently I got like some Halloween like pumpkin spice shit that is what I've been using recently to fit the theme. And on Christmas time, I'm probably gonna do, I don't know, I'm gonna find some shit for Christmas. But I like how candles like really like change things up. So I understand why girls be obsessed with it. Now, I'm pretty sure at this point we either hit an hour or just about an hour. I don't know how much I'm gonna cut, but this was the first episode of the podcast, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. Shit got deep for a little bit, but you know, I wanted it ended it off like a little bit more positive-ish. Now, you know what? Actually, no. We're gonna find some good news. We're gonna end it off with some good news. Okay. All right, we got ourselves some good news to end off the video. Some good, wholesome content. Now, look, there's this cute dog, right, that walks around golf courses, and he has collected over 6,000 golf balls, which are donated to charities. Good, wholesome content right there. All right, and with that, we're gonna finish this podcast off. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see y'all in the next one. I don't know if we'll have a guest this soon, but I don't know. Fuck it, we'll just see when the time comes. So peace out, y'all. See y'all in the next one.